As some of you can tell, along with all of the animals we have here on the farm, I have a couple of aquariums that I really enjoy. And in one of them I've got some mixed African cichlids and whatnot. And in the other one I have 2 freshwater Oscars. In today's video, I'm gonna explain to you how you can tell if you've got a male or a female Oscar. But before we get started with that, I'm going to tell you a story of how I came to own these Oscars. So a couple years ago, I went to a local aquarium shop in a nearby town and saw this giant Oscar. And I didn't have any Oscars at the time. I did have an extra aquarium I wasn't using. So I saw this guy and I thought, man, he is beautiful and he's huge. He would be so much fun to have. So I asked them how much this Oscar was. And they slapped a $50 price tag on him. So I stood there and I debated. I really wanted this Oscar. And I called my wife. She said, go for it. So gave him the money and brought this big guy home. And he's been a lot of fun ever since. Huge personality. And at the time I had no idea if I had a male or a female. I just knew I had this Oscar. There's no way I can have babies anyways because I only have one. But I thought how exciting it would be if I had a second one. And I was talking to my wife about it, you know, and she always tells me,
you're always gonna breed something.
But she said, go ahead. So I didn't see any for a while, and then I came across on Facebook, this guy that I bought fish from in the past had another large Oscar. So I went to his place, was looking at it, and it's almost as big as mine. And I thought, man, if this one ends up being a female, I'm set. I asked him how much this Oscar was, and he told me 12 bucks. And I was like, yes, $12, you cannot beat $12. So I gave him the money, brought this Oscar home, acclimated her to the tank, put her in with my other Oscar, watched them, make sure that they got along. And every so often, you know, they you know, do what Oscars do, and they'd mouth each other and act like they're gonna fight. And I still had this hope, maybe, just maybe, one's a male and one's a female. And months went by having these 2 Oscars and nothing happened. And so I really didn't know. I was starting to think I had 2 of the same gender. Then one day I went in my bedroom and there was just a whole bunch of eggs on one of the slate rocks that I had in the aquarium. So I went down there and I was looking at them and really excited, thinking I'm gonna have some Oscars. But then 3 days later, just as you can see their tails coming out of the eggs and moving in the water, my male Oscar started eating them. And I was like, who eats their own babies? Really?
We need to eat the babies.
And this happened about 3 times that they ate the eggs. So I got smart and I bought that little plastic egg saver container to put on the side of the aquarium to keep the eggs safe, right? And you can see that in this video right here. So I put them in there. They didn't get eaten, they hatched. You can see it all in the video. I moved them to their own 20-gallon aquarium, and just a few days later they died. And I'm really not sure what went wrong. I've got a few ideas, so that's something I'm gonna try out on the next hatch, whenever that may be, hopefully soon. But today, we're going to talk about a male and a female Oscar. So let me introduce you to our male Oscar, the Murphy. And then over here, we've got our female Oscar, Lola. And they really have the neatest personalities. So what we're going to do is I've got a GoPro and I am going to stick it on a selfie stick down in the aquarium and try to run it underneath the fish's bellies and see if I can't get a good shot of their underside so you can see, you know, what defines a male and a female Oscar. They're very similar. If you're not sure what you're looking for, they almost look the same. But if you pay close attention, this is Lola. There's an oval area on her underside. Towards the back, she's got a little protrusion. But on her protrusion that's sticking out, it's not very big, but it's rounded. On the tip of it, it's all rounded. And then if you go over and you look at the Murphy, on his it was really hard to get a good shot because he kept moving. So look closely and you can see that he's got the same oval shaped area on the backside as a whole, in the front, it comes to a little bit of a point, and that means he's a male. And then the oval, I mean the rounded, and the rounded means that Lola's a female. Now when she's actually laying her eggs, if you catch a female Oscar while they're laying their eggs, that oval area, it's like I believe it's called the egg duct. It gets really big, and you can actually see it open, and all the eggs come out really fast as she's swimming over whatever rock she's laying eggs on. And it is a really neat process. I hope this clears things up for you. If you enjoyed this video, if you liked this video, please subscribe to our channel. There will be more Oscar related topics coming out. Like this video, like our future videos. Go back and watch our other Oscar video where the eggs hatched. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Be sure to comment below, and hope to see you around next time. This is the Juniper Farms Life.